Okay, we're going to start with the lateral aspect of the leg. Here, this is called the tensor fascia. It's tensor fascia. This muscle is called the tensor fascia lata. So when this muscle pulls, it's actually going to abduct the leg, abduct. Now, if we have a muscle that abducts, we have to have muscles that adduct, and so that would be the inner thigh muscles here. So we have this tiny muscle in here. This one is called gracilis. Gracilis. That is the gracilis muscle. In front of gracilis, we have this. This is called adductor longus. Adductor longus. And then behind adductor longus, we have adductor magnus. These are all adductor muscles. So gracilis, adductor longus, adductor magnus, all adduct. We also have here, this muscle here, that starts at the pelvis, wraps this way around, across the leg to the knee. This is called Sartorius. Sartorius. This is the talar muscle, so it allows you to flex your leg. So once this contracts, it will flex the knee upwards, and it will also externally rotate the knee, and it will allow you to cross your legs. That's what Sartorius does. Sartorius. If we take Sartorius off, we can actually look at the quadriceps. Quadriceps are named because there are four muscles themselves, and you only have to remember two names. So the superficial, we have this guy here. This is rectus femoris. Rectus femoris. So when this guy contracts, what he's going to do is he's going to extend the leg. One thing you have to remember is in the leg, in the lower limb, the anterior compartment extends, the posterior compartment flexes. So we have rectus femoris sits right here. And if we take rectus femoris off, we get the other three quadricep muscles. They're the vastus muscles. So vastus, vastus, vastus. And you can name them basically where they are. So on the middle here, this is called vastus medialis. On the outside here, this is called vastus lateralis. And then we have here in the middle, this is vastus intermedius. So those are the vastus muscles. And again, you have to denote if it is right or if it is left. And then finally, down here, we have this muscle here. This is called tibialis anterior. It's on the anterior part, and it's next to the tibia, tibialis anterior. What that's going to do is going to dorsiflex the foot. Now we turn this guy girl around, depending on how you want to see it. Here, we have the gastrocnemius. The gastrocnemius. A lot of you know that as the calf. And this tendon down here, this is called the Achilles tendon. Some people call it the gastrocnemial tendon itself. And what these muscles do, what this gastrocnemius does, is it allows you to plantar flex the foot. Plantar flex. Now if you move to the side here, you see this muscle in front, anterior to the gastrocnemius. This is called the soleus. Okay, this is the soleus. And this muscle will allow you to plantar flex your foot as well. Moving up, we have the hamstrings. Okay? Hamstrings are three muscles. So we have a lateral muscle and we have two medial muscles. The lateral muscle, this is the bicep femoris. The medial side, we have two muscles. We have a superficial. This is semitendinosus. It is the superficial. It comes into a tendon, very narrow. And then underneath that here, we have semimembranosus. So the hamstrings is biceps femoris, semitendinosus, deep to that, semimembranosus. And on the back here, you can actually see here, this is a nice picture here. This is adductor magnus right here. This is gracilis. Adductor magnus, gracilis. Okay. Again here, biceps femoris, semitendinosus, semimembranosus, gastrocnemius. Now moving up, we have this. Okay, you are not allowed to say the butt. This is not the butt. It's actually the gluteus maximus. And what this does is it will extend the leg. It'll extend at the hip, and it will allow you to externally rotate your hip as well. Now if you take the gluteus maximus off, here you have this guy here, gluteus medius, this little muscle right there, gluteus medius. Okay. Again, externally rotates the hip and extends the hip. The hamstrings, they flex the knee because it is a posterior compartment muscle. So the hamstrings flex the knee. And there's the muscles of the lower limb.